Hello, my name is Jakub, and in today's episode, we'll discuss the connection and first startup of the ORKAN KTKS PUMA offset flail mower. Regardless of the delivery method, the mower will be fully complete and ready for work. In the case of delivery by pallet courier, pay attention to the documents attached to the stretch film. This is the waybill, and next to it are the documents for the machine. Remember to remove them from the film before cutting it. At this point, we can proceed to unwrap the machine from the film. After removing the film, we can cut the securing straps. At this point, the machine is ready for safe attachment to the tractor. The machine's lower hitch is equipped with category 1 and 2 pins. The machine has two options for attaching the top link. The first option is the hitch on the pendulum. The second option is mounting the machine bypassing the pendulum. You must carefully remove the pin that locks the pendulum in place. In this kind of situation, it is possible to mount the machine in a rigid manner, but as so. Setting the cutting height is done by adjusting the height of both the rear roller and the safety skid. Keep in mind that a correctly set machine rests on the rear roller. The skid only serves a safety function. After initially setting the height on the rear roller and the support skid, we can move on to a more precise height setting. By carefully adjusting the length of the top link, making it longer will cause the machine to cut at a higher position, while making it shorter will result in the machine cutting lower. You should also not forget to properly set the height of the lower lift arms. The lower arms should be set high enough so that the pendulum rests on the lower pin. Also pay attention to the correct setting of the machine's working angle. With the correct setting, the ORKAN Technologia logo on the tower will be level, slightly dipping towards the rear. It's unacceptable to set the machine so that the logo dips forward. In such a situation, the machine will dig into the ground. In this model, the critical lubrication points have been brought out to the body. The first grease nipple is located right here. It is used for lubricating the main shaft. The second grease nipple is located right here. It is used for lubricating the rear roller. Of course, identical grease nipples are also located symmetrically on the other side of the mower. You should also remember to periodically lubricate the PTO shaft telescope and its universal joints. The working shafts of ORKAN machines are dynamically and statically balanced, ensuring very high operating standards, no vibrations and stability. On the powerful rotor with a diameter of 160 mm, a flail hammer weighing 1.2 kilograms is fitted as standard. This hammer is mounted in a spiral system. It is great for grass, wasteland, catch crops, or any kind of green forage. Optionally, we can use Y-type blades in the machine. The advantage of the blades is that they mow a bit lighter and a bit cleaner. They will work great for all kinds of green forage, grass, as well as catch crops and wasteland. On the other hand, the advantage of the flail hammer is that, first of all, it can handle larger branches. Additionally, it has a large surface area. As a result, it creates an air current during operation that easily lifts lying, overgrown grass. The KTKS PUMA model is equipped with an Italian gearbox from the CM Borzano company. This is a gearbox adapted for a rotational speed of 540 revolutions per minute. Operating at 540 eco, 750 and 1000 PTO shaft revolutions is not allowed. The oil in the bevel gearbox should be changed at least once a season. We can check the oil level in the gearbox by unscrewing the cap. There is an Allen screw here and the oil should be at its level. The mower is equipped with a hydraulic side shift. To operate it, we need one double-acting hydraulic section on the tractor. The machine can also be equipped with a hydraulically opened rear tailgate. The KTKS PUMA model is equipped with two support legs. Before starting work, they must be raised. Although the best way to handle this situation is to simply remove it completely and leave it in the garage for safekeeping, there is also another option you can consider. Alternatively, if you prefer, the leg can also be turned around to face the opposite direction, depending on your needs and preferences. In this position, it will also be less exposed to contact with the ground. After about 3 hours of work, the belt tension should be checked. We tighten the belts by adjusting the roller type tensioner. Also, do not forget to periodically check the degree of belt tension. A properly tensioned belt, when applying a force of about 10 kilograms, will deflect by about 5 millimeters. The machine is equipped with 5 drive belts. These are size 17 tooth belts and a fan that blows out warm air. The housing itself is also well ventilated, providing a fresh supply of cool air. The machine comes standard with a universal PTO drive shaft. It's possible that the included shaft will be a bit too long. In such a situation, it should be shortened. As for instructions on how to shorten it, they're available on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you already have another shaft on your farm, there's no reason why you can't use it. The machine itself runs very smoothly, so even a weaker shaft should do the job. In case of vibrations, stop working immediately. Working with vibrations can damage the mower. The most common cause of vibrations is a damaged hammer or its absence. It's possible to adjust the discharge of the mowed material by manipulating the height of the rear flap. With the flap open, it works great for mowing fallow land, all kinds of grass, or catch crops. On the other hand, a closed flap works well if we want to finely grind the material, or in the case of branches. You should also familiarize yourself with the operating manual included with the machine. The knowledge gained from it will allow for trouble-free and long-term operation of the machine.